The Honourable Minister for Climate and Conservation.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I rise today to make a statement celebrating Earth Day. Since the first Earth Day was organized over 50 years ago, much has changed. Top of mind is climate change. We are, of course, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, but nonetheless, we cannot forget the importance of fighting climate change and protecting nature. This is the defining environmental challenge of our time. Earth Day is an excellent opportunity to remember what we are working towards. With the launch of our Made in Manitoba Climate and Green Plan, Manitoba established a 5-year carbon savings account system with a 1 megaton greenhouse gas reductions goal from 2018 to 2022. We are the first jurisdiction in North America to set a 5-year greenhouse gas emissions reduction goal backed by a legislative governance framework. To support this goal and provide other green economic benefits, our government has launched a number of key initiatives. In April 2020, Efficiency Manitoba was launched to improve energy efficiency in buildings. With its current program offerings and more on the way, Efficiency Manitoba's 2020 to 2023 plan is forecasting to achieve an annual average electricity savings of 1.51% and greenhouse gas emissions reductions of 140,000 tons from its natural gas savings programs. Manitoba recently announced $32.3 million in funding for Efficiency Manitoba's 3-year efficiency plan, which has successfully leveraged an additional $32.3 million from Canada through the Low Carbon Economy Fund. Manitoba has taken the lead and implemented biofuel regulations that exceed federal mandates to reduce emissions from vehicles. Over the next 2 years, the renewable fuel content on fuels sold in Manitoba will increase from 8.5% to 10% for ethanol and from 2% to 5% biodiesel. These new regulations will make Manitoba the province with the highest total renewable fuels requirements in the country, reducing GHG emissions by approximately 100,000 tons per year. Manitoba launched the Efficiency Trucking Program in 2020, providing financial incentives to heavy-duty vehicle and fleet operators to install fuel-saving and aerodynamic devices on trucks and trailers. Manitoba has allocated $5.9 million to support the Efficient Trucking Program and leveraged the same amount from Canada. With $7 million invested in the program to date, this program will contribute to 70,000 tons of emissions reductions to Manitoba's carbon savings account and save 25.9 million liters of fuel. These technologies are being installed right here in Manitoba and ensure good green jobs for Manitobans. Over the life of the equipment, over 200,000 tons of greenhouse gas emissions will be avoided. Manitoba's $102 million Conservation in Trust and the $108 million Growing Outcomes in Watersheds Trust promote the conservation of natural areas or changes to land and water management, helping to both reduce emissions and mitigate against impacts of climate change. These trust funds support wetlands and other natural areas that create, conserve, or enhance natural infrastructure that increase resiliency to drought and flooding, while sequestering carbon on the landscape. Manitoba recently launched a $1 million Green Impact Bond, a first for our province. This innovative financial tool is being used to stimulate investment into environmental solutions to complex challenges. With this investment, Innovative NRG, a Made in Manitoba company, will divert organic waste such as animal byproducts and wastewater sludge through a gasification process. Over the lifetime of this initiative, approximately 230,000 tons of organic waste will be diverted. Greenhouse gas emissions will be reduced by an estimated 90,000 tons, and 22 full-time equivalent jobs will be created. Last year, our government launched a new conservation and climate fund, providing $600,000 to organizations undertaking local green initiatives that support key priorities in our Made in Manitoba Climate and Green Plan. This was an increase from $355,000 in grants handpicked by the previous government. In the budget 2021, our government announced that this fiscal year, we have an additional 1-year increase to this fund for $1 million total, supporting outcome-driven projects that reduce GHG emissions. Looking to a future of low carbon energy, our government is developing the framework for a new provincial energy strategy. Manitoba recognizes the necessity for a forward-looking energy strategy that sets out the province's plan for a transition to a future with fewer fossil fuels and significantly lower greenhouse gas emissions. Manitoba's electricity grid is powered by over 99% renewable electricity, and leveraging this important energy resource will help us as we take action on climate change. We are proud that our Made in Manitoba Climate and Green Plan has set forth a solid plan towards greenhouse gas emissions reductions and the protection of our land, air, and water, while recognizing the importance of growing Manitoba's green economy. I would also like to take a moment to give thanks to my incredible staff in the Climate and Green Implementation Office, who have been helping me in achieving Manitoba's ambitious climate goals. I join all Manitobans who are celebrating Earth Day today. I encourage everyone to think of how you personally can contribute with an action of your own. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.